me about the moment you found out about Skylar?
I received a phone call saying she had been discovered decomposed and alone.
Can you tell me a little bit about your sister?
Skylar was 2 years younger than I, and most people assumed she was older because she was more of a people person, and I was a little quieter. I remember one time we were at Nana's house, our dad's mom's house, and Skylar got the idea to get a box of soap flakes and pour some in under the running water.
You look like Santa.
We threw the sudsy water on the bathroom floor into the hallway, and we did not hear our grandmother coming up the steps until it was too late, and we turned and looked, and there she was with the switch in her hand. And so we got a couple of switchings for that, but you know, some things are such fun. It's worth a little switching. So that was one of the things I remember about her. She took the lead in a lot of our childhood adventures. I looked up to my little sister. Sometimes I was ashamed of that because I felt it should be the other way around.
You know, I've been doing this job 25 years. I ain't never seen nothing like it. My boss called, said he had a home needed some repairs. Hey, can you hand me that? Thank you. So where was it? So I got to this house, and the whole yard was overgrown. Looked like nothing had been mowed there for years. Got to the front door, tried to push it open, I couldn't, and I heard this noise. Sounded like television. I figured maybe there was some squatters inside. So I go around back, and the sliding door is cracked, and so I shimmy in, and I get inside, and there's this smell of death. Ugh, man. Come to find out, person in there been dead for 2 years.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. Last time I heard, she had this great job she did a lot of traveling for.
When was the last time you heard from her?
I hadn't spoken to her for about 8, 9 years then, so I guess it was the early 90s was the last time I saw her and spoke with her. I don't know, you know. I hope there was someone there for her. At least that's how I wanted it to be. She could be very difficult to get along with, and other times she was the best little sister. We would tell jokes and have fun, but you had to be very careful what you said around her because it only took one time to get her mad, and that was it. There was no forgiveness for anything her whole life. At times, you tell yourself she's your little sister and you have to love her. But we fought all the time growing up. And she was the person who could press all of my buttons, and it got so bad, I just finally told her to just leave.
Okay.
We knew we should be closer, but we weren't. It's hard not to blame yourself. I knew she was alone, but that was Skylar. She would sometimes have one friend, and if that friend went away, that was fine too. I didn't reach out to her, but she never reached out to me either.
You gotta never leave your home for something like that to happen. I saw the pictures of her family. She didn't look like she was alone. All right. I got to get back to work. I'm sorry. Can you guys take this off of me? Please.
The truth is, I hadn't spoken to her for years, and I didn't really even know who she was anymore. And her being such a big mystery caused a lot of anger in the family. I don't know. It was just very difficult, and I don't know what to say about it. We had no answer, no reason for this distance from her. You'd think maybe Skylar's distance would have brought me and my mom closer, but in truth it didn't. And when Skylar was found dead, it was hardest on my mother, and it wasn't her fault. Sorry, I haven't spoken about this for a while.
It's okay. Take your time. Do you want to keep going, or?
Distinguished guests and my fellow citizens.
How hard do you have to push yourself to make the whole world forget about you? I should have tried harder.
Here where so many of America's leaders have come before me, yet so many will follow. We have a place, all of us.
I loved her, but I'm not sure I always let her know.
We come to know truths that we will never question.
I realized I was never going to speak to her again, and that the letters I had written her, she had never had a chance to read.
We stand for steadfast in our purpose. We now press on. Have shown freedom's power. And in this great conflict, my fellow Americans.
I feel really guilty about not having reached out to her. It's shocking that she wasn't heard from for 2 years. But if you knew Skylar, it isn't that shocking.